bright and early. Well, actually not bright and early anymore. I think it might be 9 a.m. by now. But we were up bright and early at like 5 a.m. this morning to get on the road to our first stop. We're stopping like just outside. Oh, that is bright. The sun is up now. Yeah, it's 9:14. We are currently in Whitesville. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's how it looks like you say it. Virginia. And then we're heading over to, well, Buc-ee's is our second stop of the day, which is in, like, I think it's close to Knoxville. We'll head to Nashville, and then from Nashville, we'll punch up to Kentucky. The little town we're staying in is just on the other side of the Tennessee border, so I'm pretty sure it's like just in Kentucky. And I don't know if we're going to be in Kentucky much tomorrow. To recap, we are out of North Carolina. We're heading to Tennessee. We're in Virginia, and we'll be ending into Kentucky. Buc-ee's. Trying to get ice in the cooler. It was very windy this morning. I have the walkie-talkies because it makes it easier than like texting each other. Either way, good morning from Kentucky. I had to remember where I was for a second. We just left Fort Campbell today. We are headed to Kansas. We're going to be going through, I don't know where we're going, honestly. Like, this is really testing my knowledge of what states are next to like Kentucky and Kansas. I think it's Missouri that we're going through. We're going to St. Louis this morning, and we're gonna go see the Gateway Art because Mitchell loves barbecue. We're also gonna go stop for barbecue in St. Louis and Kansas City. So we're eating at 2 barbecue places today, so I'll let you know which one is better. It's so bumpy compared to any other state we've been in so far, and you guys are just like bumping the road. I'm sorry if this is like so unsteady. These roads are really bumpy. I wasn't expecting them to be this bad. Hopefully today it is a lot calmer. Yesterday I feel like we were spending so much time in traffic. Right now I'm sitting in the right lane. I have my cruise on. We're going at good speed. I don't have to be like death gripping the wheel. There's like no one around. Perfect. My hope is that outside of the cities or on the way to the cities, the traffic's not that bad. And then in the cities is like the only time we hit traffic. I don't know if that'll really be true. My worry is that it's going to get busy from like in between St. Louis and Kansas City because I feel like those are 2 major cities. So I'm afraid the like highway run from those 2 cities are going to either take a while or have more traffic. We also stopped at Starbucks this morning and I got a matcha. So this has been really nice to start my day off with, and hopefully this drive doesn't feel too long. We have Pappy's Smokehouse that we're about to test. But we are also at the Arch. So this is what we ordered. We got ribs, half a slab, green beans, baked beans, beef brisket, burnt ends, Frito pie. Here are the ribs. We've definitely hit on the ribs. Frito pie is being devoured. And we've got green beans in this one, baked beans in this one. These are burnt ends, and then there's brisket in this one. I've got quite the like setup going here at the park. There's no benches or tables, I guess. Ribs are a 9 out of 10. What was the Frito pie?
7 or 8.
7 or 8 out of 10. Beans, I would say, like, are probably like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. They're pretty good. I wish they were like less, like more crispy, but they aren't. But they're still really good. So like 8 or 9. Burnt ends, would you say 4?
4.
They're not very crispy, but they are good. They got good flavor. It is a lot warmer here than it was like earlier today. Earlier today, it was like probably like 37 when we started driving out of Kansas this morning. And now we're in Colorado and it's like 70 degrees. I think the last thing I told you guys was that we were going to like 2 barbecue places, and then I was giving my review on the first barbecue place. But the first barbecue place, it was good. It was like, I gave it like a 7. Mitchell gave it like an 8.5. We ended up going to the second barbecue place because after the first place, we were kind of like in between, like it was just too short of times. We didn't really want to drive into Kansas City again because we had already driven into St. Louis and kind of taken up a lot of time going to the Arch and everything. And that was the most wind-blown meal I think I've ever experienced.
Hi, vlog.
Here, I'll turn it. We only went to the one place, but it was still really good. Honestly, I feel like it could have been higher if we didn't get like the beef. The ribs were like, those were really good. Those were the best thing I feel like on the menu. And the green beans, I was obsessed with. So I feel like there was good things. We like made the decision to like take the food and then go over to the Arch because that's where we wanted to go visit. If we had sat down and like eaten the barbecue fresh, I feel like that would have also made a difference. And it not being windy would have also made it a difference. Either way, I'm glad we didn't go into Kansas City for barbecue because once we hit like an hour and a half out of Kansas City, we got into this like terrible rainstorm, like scary rainstorm where I was like gripping the wheel the entire time. It was incredibly exhausting. It sucked. So I'm glad we didn't have to stop. Today we got up and got going and got coffee, and then we headed, pretty much all of our day has been in Kansas, which the roads haven't been like bad. It has been 75, which most of the other places we've been or states we've been so far have been 70. So 75 was kind of nice. I do have to say the roads were a lot more clear. Like we weren't in city traffic until we hit Denver. Not even like Denver really. We actually hit more traffic, I feel like, after we passed Denver, now into like Fort Collins area. We're at Buc-ee's. I think I said that. Wait, no. Did I say we were at Buc-ee's? Well, we're at Buc-ee's because there surprisingly is a Buc-ee's in Colorado. I didn't think there was going to be. We were in, I think we're like almost the like Colorado border. We saw a sign for Buc-ee's, and I kind of thought the Buc-ee's was just going to maybe be in the opposite direction of where we were going. Like, how lucky is it that it's in the direction that we're going? And so that was nice because we stopped here, got gas, and now we're gassed up for the morning. We're going to head to In-N-Out next, which I'm so excited for. I'm obsessed with In-N-Out. We don't have one near us. I'm actually surprised they have one in Colorado. But we're gonna go to that. It's in Loveland, Colorado, but either way, I think there's some closer to Denver too, but this is the like closest one to the hotel we're staying at because we're staying in Fort Collins tonight. Again with the damn wind. Okay, we got cheese fries. Then we got regular fries. A 4 for 4x4. What is it called? A 4x4? Cheeseburger. I remember these coming with onions back in the day.
You have to ask for grilled onions.
No, I just remember it coming with onions back in the day.
You always had to ask.
I don't know.
This is the one part of home I miss.
I want them to come to Montana. It's literally so good. I think we're about to come out of it. Thank goodness. This is the worst part. Gotta navigate through the mountains. I really need to pay attention because I think Mitch is going to take a different way to the house than I was going to take. Either way, we'll get there. I know how to get there, so it's not going to be too big of a deal. But I would prefer not to lose him in the last trek here. There's like no snow on the mountain. Okay. Gotten no snow this year, which is like really actually insane. A big reason why I wanted to move was the weather. And then I moved and then the weather was actually not that bad here. It'll probably be worse next winter and I will not have gotten to experience this nice little, I mean, it's not nice because then the whole thing is we need snow and we need rain and moisture so that we don't have like really bad fire seasons in the summer. Really hoping we'll get a lot of rain in spring. We're here! We made it! I'm so excited. We're home. I feel like we're always expanding, so I feel like I was kind of scared that we're gonna like have houses everywhere. I'm gonna be intrigued to see what feels different or looks different from just a year ago. Finally seeing the exit, so let's go home. I'm so excited. Oh, sir, I don't even know if you can. Oh, you can get through there. Okay. Do you know where you're at? Oh, you're waiting at the door so patiently. Okay, you ready? Oh, the best view. There's already fresh rice cooking and stewed chicken. Ooh, that's really toasty. I'm guessing this is a rum cake because it started with alcohol. So I'm guessing this is some rum cake out in here. It's an on the road vlog, but we are taking an evening walk and there is a sidewalk. That was one thing about North Carolina that like really irked me, is that there was no sidewalks anywhere, and there's currently a sidewalk and fresh mountain air. It's the best.